Hey, did you know that we can use the Angular Signal Forms API without an HTML form or any UI? In this video, we start with the why. Why use the Signal Forms API when there is no form? Then we build an example to walk through how this works in practice. Along the way, you'll see how the Signal Forms API cleanly separates logic and validation from form controls. This is a nice departure from the current template-driven and reactive forms. Let's jump in. Your first question may be, why would I want to use the Signal Forms API without a form? Here's a use case. Our team just finished building a user profile form with validation for our Star Wars vehicle sales application. Nice! Looking at the code, here is our interface with a set of social links declared here. Scrolling down, here is the schema for our validation logic. We validate the first name and then apply validation rules to each social link. Those rules are defined here. Wow, there are a lot of them! If you'd like to see this code created from scratch, check out my prior videos, Angular Signal Forms Arrays, How to Build and Validate Simple Repeating Fields, and Angular Signal Forms, How to Validate Arrays of Objects. In the component, we create a signal that represents our form's data structure, and we declare a form from the model and validation schema. In the HTML, we define our form. Here we use the form field directive to tie each form control to the appropriate field of our model. It all works, and it's great. But now we're tasked with writing a data importer to read user profile data from another system. We want to run it through the same validation rules and save all valid profiles to our new system. To implement this importer, we could write code for all of the validation logic we defined here. Or we could just use this code. Yep, we can use the schema to validate our imported data without an HTML form. I created a new project for this data importer, and I included the same user-profile.ts file we saw earlier. Scrolling down, here are the validation rules. I didn't make any changes. Our data import doesn't really need a UI, but I created a template with a button to kick off the import process. And here I display the import logging messages. Notice that there is no HTML form and there are no input elements. To keep things simple for this demo application, I hard-coded user profile data. Imagine that this is coming in from another system instead. Looking at the component, I've declared an array of import messages to log the status of our import operation. And I've created an event handler for our import users button. To use the Signal Forms API, we create a form model signal that represents our data structure. In this case, it uses our user profile interface and the initial data we defined in the user-profile.ts file. Then we declare a form from the model and pass in the schema we defined in the user-profile.ts file. This schema contains our validation rules. Yeah, when I said no form, I meant no HTML form and no form controls. We still need to call the form function, but in reality, this is not really returning a form, but rather a field tree structure. Now we're ready to validate the user data. I'll scroll down. In the import users function, first clear any existing messages by setting an empty array. Then import the data. For our purposes, we're reading our hard-coded array, user array. Loop through each user profile in the array and validate it. To take advantage of the Signal Forms API validation rules we already have, set the user profile into our model. Now we automatically have access to the validation errors. I'll create a constant that references those errors. Reference the form, use parentheses to read the form state, then dot down to the error summary. The result is a signal of our validation errors based on the provided schema. I'll paste the code to log those errors. Here we define a structured log message. First is a header with the user's name and number of validation errors, then an array of error messages. Use flatmap to access each message and flatten it into an array. Lastly, I'll update the import messages signal with the message for this user. This code repeats for each user profile record in the imported data. This is a bit simplistic implementation, but that was the point. Using the Signal Forms API gives us a lot of functionality with very little code. Before we try it out, remember that we have no HTML form and no input elements. The template contains a button to kick off the import and binding to display our log results. Bring up the browser, click the button, and we see our logging. It works, yay! Notice that for each error, we see the error message defined in our validation schema. We've successfully used the Signal Form API with our validation schema to validate our data without a form. Use this technique anytime you need to validate data that is not coming from an input form. And even if you never use this technique, seeing it in action helps clarify the clean separation that the Signal Forms API provides. Chef's kiss. But note, as of this recording, Signal Forms is experimental and could change before it becomes a stable part of Angular. What do you think of this technique? Drop a comment below with your thoughts or questions. Thanks for watching. If this video was interesting, please like and subscribe.